do we quickly break down the drama? Like, the creator of the M4A4 said he would be down to join a call real quick. Boom. This is his reply to the whole thing. He saw it, of course, and he replied to it as well. Which is, I mean, to be honest, his reply seems a little bit, I don't know, man. Here. I've clearly not copied straight up. Bro, I don't know what, like, that he realizes what he just typed, man. I've collected inspiration, yes, but I also have the original hand drawing of the artwork on the M4A4 Timaku. I have a degree in graphic design, and I know copying artwork is not okay. It looks similar, yes, but it is not the same. And then we have the drawing, and one more drawing of another skin, one more drawing of the other skin. And we have another reply. Are you sure about that? Was the reply from the first guy. Yes, I'm sure. It is similar, but not 100% the same. Which is... Bro, what am I looking at, bro? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2... this one has 5 eyelashes. This one has 5 eyelashes. I see there's a difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never mind. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Shit. But then at what point, like, is it an infringement or whatever? At what point is it stealing, and at one point is it just like inspired, or just another guy happened to have done the same art? Like, I don't even know if this is popular or not. I think this is just a random guy from Pinterest or something. Chat, is it understandable, the situation? And as well, you could argue as well, like, the only art that we have seen from f0rnez so far is things that he does on TikTok and stuff, which is as well like something traced from the game as well. But to counteract that as well. Boom. Here we have some original artwork, I guess. Let's give him a call, maybe. Let's have a look. Is there anything else you want to mention for the whole debacle?
You kind of alluded to it already. So, like, all of his stuff, like, I think his drawings are actually quite nice, his paper drawings, but, like, it's not original, right? So if you look at any of his stuff, there is no real original art. Like, judging by his answers, he isn't even denying that he used those as inspirations, right? His first response to Danny Dem's thread was like, yeah, I used inspiration, but they're not 100% the same. But like, I changed it up a bit.
But that is as well, can I say normal? Because I've had it so many times where people try to expose like a logo designer or something, or like a artwork designer, and then it was like them saying like, hey, look, this guy copied this and that from here and there. Like,
yeah, so I think there's a good argument. I'll send you a link. So this is one of his artworks, and compared to the original artwork. Like, if you go to the website, there's like, you can slide from left to right.
Oh,
yeah.
Me, look at the waist.
Yes,
oh, the eyes. Nee.
Obviously, as you said, right, you can get inspiration from stuff, and I think, like, I don't know watch anime, but it all looks very similar to me, right? So I think they all copy from each other. I kind of get it, right? And if it only would be similar, I don't think anyone would have a problem. But like, this crosses like the threshold of it being like, I mean, clearly this is the inspiration, and it's more or less traced with minimal changes. Now the question is if this is enough for Valve to determine, yeah, this is not okay, right? So I don't know that. I don't think anyone knows.
I mean, I don't know how something like this works. I don't even know how blatant the M4A4 was back in the day. I don't know what crosses the line, you know? Yeah. Let's call him. f0rnez, bro, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, shit. You're probably a little bit nervous with everything, no?
I'm just kind of disappointed.
What do you think about the tweet that the guy made and so on, about like what he says?
I mean, he could have sent me a DM first and talked to me.
Do you know him?
I know him from the scene, yeah. He's been like a big inspiration for me. I've been looking up to him.
I see it. And what do you think about what he has to say?
I don't think it's fair. Because, like I was watching you said within the field of graphic design, you have to do research, and there will be similarities. So, I don't know if I can show you here.
Show as much as you can, 100%.
So as you see here, here's the CT, you know, the same outfit and everything. And here's all the layers from a drawing, you know.
Yeah.
And I saw something in the tweet that he pointed out, something, lines in the hands here, you know. But that's because I actually drew a hand first. So this is like 100% all my work. Everything is hand drawn first on paper and then hand drawn in Illustrator, you know.
Can I ask how you made this one, for example, like the one where it's more obvious, you know, where it is inspired by the Japanese artist? Did you draw? You had the picture on the screen and then?
Yeah. It's just like I don't trace anything. Like I've seen people say I trace Here's another example. This is oil painting I did for ESL. You can't trace it. This is, hand drawn.
For example, the oil painting, right? Like to play devil's advocate here. Clearly, you couldn't argue that is original art, right? You see it on the screen and you're like repainting it. Like sure you're painting it yourself and you're not tracing it directly. I get that.
Yeah.
You're still copying it.
But not everything, like in the skins. It was like the similarities, right? Because I needed a girl in the right angle.
I get that. However, I genuinely feel like that is kind of the issue here, right? So like, there's obviously changes because you clearly drew it yourself, right? It's not a one-to-one trace. That's for sure. It's not the case. But like, I think what Danny Dem's saying and what people are pointing out, like the similarities are just a bit too close. Like, it is not original enough. I feel like that's kind of what the discussion boils down to. Yeah, I guess Valve will make a final decision on that. Maybe they'll reach out to you, or maybe they'll do nothing and just wait for something other happens if the original artist does something. We'll see. Should I add Danny Dem to the call? I can add him to the call.
So I noticed a friend shared with me the link to the stream. I saw you were talking about me, right? I'm not a guy into this kind of stuff. If you check my tweet line, everything you will see down from the single little post is stuff I produced. That's it. I got absolutely nothing personal against f0rnez. It's just presenting facts, because not me, not any of you guys, or nobody in the chat can judge what's going on here. I'm not trying to judge anybody here. I'm not trying to start a witch hunt, as I stated on my tweet. And it's up to Valve to decide whether what he did is legit or it is not. From my experience, like, I've been on the workshop for 11 years, dude. My point is, I'm not doing this for fun. I don't enjoy this kind of attention. I don't also enjoy f0rnez coming back to me with the argument that I copied the whole. So I'm doing the whole for the Dragon Lore versus whole sticker, and it looks like whole. I mean, that's a f***ing point. But instead of saying, all right, dude, maybe I f***ed up, maybe I can learn from this, maybe you didn't, maybe you can stand on your ground. But the more you try to defend yourself, the worse it looks. But at the same time, it's not made from zero. I mean, nothing is made from zero, right? That's absolutely right. When I work, I get my references, I get stuff, and I don't use them to copy. I mean, dude, down to the eyelashes. If you count the number of eyelashes on the image you copied from, it's the same number of eyelashes.
Danny Dem, sorry for interrupting, but f0rnez said, he admitted to that. Like, he said, f0rnez, interrupt me if I'm saying something wrong. I do know about the creator. That's what I was inspired by. I didn't one-to-one copy it. I had maybe a picture up or something, and then I made my own drawing from scratch. And yeah, like, he's not denying that you don't have to prove the point that it's that creator that he got inspired by, That's...
All right, cool. But the thing is about this, as one of the many guys trying to get stuff in the game, right, in a legit way, the moment you find one of these, there's no reason for Valve to trust the artist going any farther down the road, dude. It's not just one, it's two, dude, so far. And I'm not gonna spend any more of my time trying to find anything else, because I believe with it's two designs you copied, that's enough to say, okay, dude, we cannot trust you about getting stuff in the game, because we might get sued over this, and it's not worth it for us.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the only person that has the answer to this, whether this is a problem or not, is either Valve or the person who may feel like, oh, he stole my art,
It may have also gotten big enough that Valve takes a look themselves. The thing is, as soon as the Japanese author files a DMCA claim, right, Valve is on the hook, right, at that point. So they may just want to get ahead of that.